Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and a popular Fox News host has announced his retirement. It's just not exactly what you think. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Full disclosure, this particular host and this particular subject is very near and dear to my heart, and I'll explain it to you why in just a little bit. But if you've watched Gutfeld, the Fox News show Gutfeld, it's a great show. You've seen this particular member of the cast, and he's quite the character. Well, his name is Tyrus, and he has announced that his duties are increasing at Fox News, that he is looking to break into movies and has talked to producers and this and that after the writers and the actors strikes are over. But what he has retired from is professional wrestling. Now, why is this near and dear to my heart? See, week after week, you saw Tyrus come out there with a belt on his shoulder that represented something to him, and I'm going to show it to you in just a second. Now, for those that don't know, this is the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and it is steeped in history and tradition. It is a glorious championship belt, and this is an exact replica of the one Tyrus would wear every week on his show. It is a beautiful, beautiful belt, and the history of this belt dates back to the turn of the 20th century. And you're talking about wrestlers like Lou Thesz and Ed Strangler Lewis that have held this championship. Ric Flair, Harley Race, some of the best to ever lace up the boots and step in the ring. Now, if you're not familiar with professional wrestling, these names don't mean anything to you. But if you are, then the people I'm naming off are to wrestling what Elvis and the Beatles are to rock and roll. And Tyrus held this championship just as they did. It is a huge, huge honor in the professional wrestling business. Now, I spent years as a promoter in professional wrestling, and I'd never had the chance to work with Tyrus. Worked with a lot of people that he's worked with. Still have a lot of friends in the professional wrestling business. It's a passion of mine. It's something that I really enjoy. And, whether you guys have enjoyed it in your life, never enjoyed it, or are enjoying it currently, it is a big part of Tyrus's life. And he's decided now at the age of 50 to walk away from that at the height of his career. Now, he lost his championship in a championship versus career match. As you know, I'm not breaking any news here. Wrestling is scripted. Tyrus knew he was going to retire, and he knew why he was going to retire. Now, I could get into all the logistics of who he passed the belt to, who won the championship. His name is EC3. Fantastic guy. I like him a lot. Great wrestler. But that's not really the point here. The point is Tyrus decided as the champion that it was time to move on. He did the time-honored tradition in wrestling, which is pass the torch or give it to the next wrestler in line for the championship to take the company forward. And the National Wrestling Alliance is not what it used to be, even when I was a kid, when it was the second biggest company in the country. It's fallen back. But Tyrus has also wrestled for World Wrestling Entertainment, which is the biggest professional wrestling company in the world. He's had a storied career, and he's really, really been very entertaining. And if you look at some of his old WWE stuff, as the Funkasaurus, basically, is what he went by. And he had these dancers with him, and he was dressed like a dinosaur. It was hilarious, and you have to go back and you have to look at it. I'm sure there's clips on YouTube if you just type in Tyrus WWE, and you'll enjoy, I think, a lot of it just for its comedic value. Now, there's a lot of conservatives in professional wrestling. I know because I'm friends with a lot of them, and I won't name their names here. I don't want to out them. I don't want to expose them. I don't want to get them in trouble. But there's a lot of them, and it's a fraternity. And so if you've never experienced professional wrestling, and I get very passionate about this, it is a brotherhood that lasts forever, whether you get out of that business or not, whether you leave and go on to other things, as I have, as Tyrus has, as other people have, or you don't. The business is always the business, and it's always the fraternity forever and ever. Once you're in it, it's for life. Those people follow you forever. And so this had to be very hard for Tyrus. I know he said it was hard for him, but he wanted to spend more time with his family. He wanted to stop being on the road so much, and he's earned it. At 50 years old, he's earned it. He's been an enjoyable part of the Greg Gutfeld show. Gutfeld? which continues to rise in the ratings. Gutfeld is the king of late night, and Tyrus is a large reason for that. Large in a number of ways. He's 6'7", well over 300 pounds, and he's just a large presence, and he brings a lot to the table. So I love the guy. I think he's great. I've had occasion to talk to him, and just a tremendous person. And if you are a fan of the show, absolutely, if you go on Twitter or wherever, wish Tyrus well in his retirement, and I think we just get to keep enjoying him on Fox News, and that's good enough for me. I want your comments, though. Please let me know what you think of this story. What do you think about Tyrus and the Gutfeld show? What do you think about all of it? Do you still watch Fox News? Let me know in the comments. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, because that really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.